The Golf Biz with Mikey D, Drew, and the crew. Management, marketing, myths, and morons. Hope we make you smile.
Welcome to the Golf Biz. I'm Joe Dahlstrom with Mikey D, Drew, and the crew, where our one and only goal is to make you smile as we share our stories of owning, operating, and marketing golf courses all over America. Welcome, Drew.
What's up, Joe?
Thanks
for having us.
Absolutely. Welcome, Mikey.
Yeah, very exciting episode here today.
Absolutely. Well, we are excited. Definitely the coolest episode we've ever done. You know, you guys could possibly make us cool. That would be the greatest. Would that be the greatest feat of your life?
That would be. That would be.
Go right on. Well, we got the good crew here. We got Garrett Clark, we got Micah Morris, and Matt Scharff.
That's right.
Thanks, you guys, for being here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Cool.
Good to be here.
Yeah. So you guys have become amazingly famous, popular, Instagram, social media, and especially YouTube, right? And you've done an amazing thing for the golf business. I think just opening up doors and eyes to the younger generation too. So, any one of you guys can start to just tell us a little bit about how Good got started and kind of like, where, when, and why, and how.
Who wants to take this one?
I think you can take it.
All right.
We can. I guess we can all weigh in.
You start. We'll just weigh in.
That's it.
Yeah, we can all weigh in, but I guess it just kind of started with, we call it the core four. So it's me, Micah, Matt, and then Steven, who's not here. And then, we were lucky enough to have our two editors and videographers, Colin and Max, kind of come on board. And then it's kind of a funny story, actually. So now we have guy Tom Broders is his name, Bubby Golf, as most people would know if they watch videos. It's Bubby Golf. No, he was down at the Good house visiting, just, hanging out, whatever. And I think he was supposed to be there for like 3 days, I believe.
Yeah.
And then like a week later, we were just like kind of chilling in the hot tub, and he was just like still there. Like, and we were just like, but it was good.
Right.
We were all vibing, we were all having a good time. And we were like, let's make this happen. So now Bubby's kind of involved, and it's been a lot of fun. So that's kind of how it all started. We just all had the same vision. We wanted to grow the game, and continue to just make golf content as a group. And we're all friends, so it just made sense.
Yeah, because Bubby was telling me about that a little yesterday, and because you guys, what you called the core four, you guys all grew up together or knew each other at least beforehand. You're all from Kansas, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, so what kind of made you guys make the leap? Like, what made you guys kind of decide, like, let's all get a house, let's go to Texas, and let's, do this thing? Like, how'd that come to be?
Well, I'm originally from Oklahoma. Just for anybody who knows that, I just don't want to confuse that. But so we obviously Garrett's from Kansas, Matt's from Kansas, Steven's from Kansas. I lived in Kansas for a long time, but I think the idea of moving to Texas and kind of starting the Good house was kind of to get everybody in one location. And even though we were all in Kansas, it's hard to kind of do stuff there year round because of the weather and just. Obviously, we have a lot of roots there, but I think the idea of just kind of getting to a central location and having a house and kind of modeling off of a couple other big time influencers that kind of created a content house and just kind of doing that and creating a hub, so to speak. But yeah, I think that's just kind of the idea behind that.
Yeah, and it seems like we had a match yesterday. We'll share a little more details later. If you
want. I know.
Hey, we're only going to talk about the putt, right? We're going to leave. Yeah, we're going to leave out about you guys, destroying us and drumming us and all the amazing shots you hit. We're just going to talk about Drew's putt,
Yeah.
But. So you all kind of got a roll, right? But you all had a start in the social media influencing game before you started Good, right? You already had been playing golf. You'd actually done, different things and built a presence, right?
Right. Yeah. Like when I first met Garrett, I'd known him for a while before I even got involved with the YouTube game. We were doing tournaments for the KCGA and the KJGA and a bunch of Kansas tournaments. So. We played in our first tournament, and I saw Garrett, and I was like, dude, this dude is kind of cool. We hit it off so quick, and we were playing with some scrub who was, me and Garrett were like going back and forth at each other, and I think I did some sort of backflip, and we were just vibing, and the kid was just like, I hate these kids. I don't want to play with these kids.
Yeah.
And after the tournament, I got his number, and we just kind of connected, and just kind of went from there. And then I went back to college. And me and Garrett just really didn't speak for too long because, you know, he was getting more involved in his YouTube career and, you know, he was starting that up and that's definitely a slow process. But, you know, we just kind of parted ways and then Garrett saw one of my weird Snapchats and he was like, dude, let's do this. What are you doing? Get back over in Kansas. Let's go get something to eat and just talk for a bit. And then from that moment on, it was just like, it just blew up. You know, I was in one of Garrett's videos, some range thing, and I was just like this hyper man that never quit talking. And then obviously, you know, I met Steve through that, and then I met Tig, and then it just kind of formulated into this big good thing. But it's just insane how those sorts of things happen. But
absolutely,
it is.
And then, you know, because it is really, really hard. You know, we have an episode we call operational influencers, like where, you know, we operate a business and we just influence just our small customer base, right? And we've had a lot of success doing it because we try to do things different. We have the music videos, the contests and stuff like that. But I know there's a lot of haters out there that talk about, hey, that's real easy what you guys do and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, it's kind of funny too because it's way harder than anybody could ever imagine, you know, and like, it's never been our goal. That's not what the business, and we own and operate golf courses and we do it to try to influence those customers, you know, to increase revenues, make smiles and stuff like that. But, you know, so you started with your YouTube channel, and what were you doing on that channel to go ahead and get the momentum? Because the success and the growth you guys had just doesn't happen overnight.
right.
Well, here's the deal. So what Matt said was really good, but I want to take it back a little before that.
Okay.
That was probably in 2018, 2019. It was somewhere around
that, yeah.
I'd like to take this back to the very beginning, which is really cool. And a lot of people, there's some people who probably know this, but in 2015, 2016, me and Garrett started a page called GM Golf. Yeah. And that literally was the first post we ever posted on there was a trick shot. It was Garrett juggling a ball, and then he juggled it in the air, and I hit it out of the air. And then from that, like, Garrett just created this. He had this obsession with doing trick shots. I mean, it was just it was insane. And at the time, I was living with him in Kansas City. But I mean, I'm talking like Garrett was still in school, and every minute he wasn't in school, we built this putting green in the back of the house in Kansas City, and he would spend probably 6 to 8 hours a day, sometimes working on one trick shot. And he wouldn't even get it. But like, that's the crazy thing to me is like where it started was like me and Garrett started, and then Garrett like basically had this obsession with trick shots, and the fact that it started with, you know, trick shots of bouncing a ball off some slabs and then, you know, into a hole, and then where it is now is just insane. And Garrett might want to speak a little more on that, but it's just crazy to me that, you know, we started, and I think we started that Instagram page, and I think after a year we might have had like 15,000 followers or something.
Yeah.
And then I kind of stepped away from it, and Garrett just took over, and now GM Golf is what it is today, and it's just incredible. But, you know, Garrett can probably speak a little more on that. But
yeah, actually, yeah, that's interesting you say that, because the very first time that Garrett met me, I hope my parents don't listen to this, but my parents were out of town, and I was like, dude, Garrett, you should just come over and let's do some sort of trick shot thing. And Garrett was like, dude, I'm down. And so my parents were gone, and I was like, we can make as much noise as you want. Let's get hype. Let's get real. And it was called like I think I titled it Here at the Masters.
Here at the Masters.
And Garrett like gets ready to chip. He's like, here we go. Got to get in the right positions here. The energy was insane.
Dude. That was destiny.
That was one of the greatest things. And it's just funny how like one small trick shot like that can lead to like what Tig said, like where we are now. But I couldn't believe that.
I think to interrupt you, I think the biggest thing about what works with our group is we were all friends before YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
I think I think it's definitely possible for guys to come together and form a YouTube group just based off being YouTube friends.
Yeah.
But I think like having that connection, Mike is my cousin. I've known Matt for 5 years. I've known Steven since literally birth. Like our families were like friends when we were born. Like just having that connection, like before YouTube, friendship comes first. I think that's what makes this group work so well. So
yeah. And I think that Mikey can definitely speak to it better than me. Mikey's been in this business for a really long time, but I can see how that totally holds, because with us, right, in the operational influencer portion that we talked about, Mikey's done it for years down at PBN, and you guys, that's actually where you guys first met Mikey, right, as far as I know. And what I think down there and even at Dobson Ranch, the reason it works for us, even on a much smaller scale, is because the contests we're doing, the giveaways we're doing, the fun that we're kind of showcasing in those videos, trying to just tell people, hey, come see what we think golf is, come experience it our way. When they walk on property, whether Mikey, myself, Joe, or even on property or not, it's real. It's the same thing that, the fun atmosphere, the outgoingness that really seems to be lacking in a lot of golf just from over the years, the tradition and stuff that's in it. Having that authenticity, I think it's cool to hear you guys kind of say that too, because you would do this whether there was cameras on or not. Right. Just having that match with you guys yesterday, I think it was your form of mental warfare. I could see out of the corner every time I stood over the ball, Garrett was juggling a ball with a wedge. Like, he did not have a club in his hand. He wasn't juggling. He wasn't having fun. And that's really amazing to see,
Right.
Yeah.
I was one of the OG 15,000 followers. And I've been following you for a long time.
That's awesome.
So you're the originator of the slab shot, I imagine, right? I mean,
sorry. I was not the first person to do that. I believe, I'd seen George Bryan do it from Brian Bros. I'd seen Joshua Kelly do it, but it was kind of taken to a new level, I guess,
took it to a whole nother level, yeah.
I think the most I'd seen at one point was maybe 4 slabs and then one in a hole, and then we thought of this idea 6, and then I ended up doing 15.
With the backflip.
Yeah, and then we did one with
that was crazy.
That was insane.
That was dope.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the only way of putting it, we took that idea and then tried to make it as crazy as possible. Because, whatever. It's slabs. It's cool.
It is. Yeah. Hey, and then just tuning in for years on all your content and watching it, it is highly impressive and hard to do, way harder than you think. And some shots take longer than others. Mm-hmm. But also with it, you actually put a smile on people's faces, which is totally cool. Now that's what makes it authentic and genuine. That's why people really want to tune in. Is not so much all the great and impressive shots itself, but the fact that it's authentic and cool. Like you said, you're all friends, you're all tight, right. And you can see that in the content that you create, which is awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's good.
Even the match yesterday, I got to admit, I'm not exactly a spring chicken over here. You know what I mean? I got to tell you a funny story, which was cool. Mikey called me and said, "Hey, the good guys are coming to PBN and stuff like that," and I'm busy. And you saw yesterday, I'm a little cynical. You know what I mean? I said, "Yeah, that's cool, whatever." You know what I mean? And I just don't watch YouTube much and stuff like that. I know that it is a YouTube world. It's not in the future. It's now. It's incredibly powerful. And I said, yeah, I kind of blew it off, whatever. And then, and then I told Drew about it, and Drew had heard of you and stuff, but he's not huge into golf yet. You know what I mean? But he's a great golf course operator. And then Drew is an investigator of everything, right? So he gets online and starts looking you guys up and stuff like that. He starts raving how cool you guys are. You're following us. So it perks my interest, right? Because we're golf course operators, and part of our mission, like we shared yesterday, is I think it's just awesome. Anybody bringing the youth and new people into the game of golf. So Drew, just to rub it in my face, because originally I said, whatever, I'm busy, you know what I mean? He started talking about you guys. So everyone, until we met yesterday, every person between, about 30 or younger at Dobson, or anybody that had a golf hat or anything, it said, "Hey, did you guys ever heard of Good? And they melt down. You won't realize this, but if you go back and watch, when Michael Jackson went to Europe when people fell to the ground, right?
Yeah, they carry him out on stretchers because they're like, "Oh, it's Michael Jackson."
Yeah, and it was funny. He just keeps rubbing it in everywhere. I don't think I'm ever going to I'm never going to live it down, will I? Because every person we walked by, and he was 100%, 100%. Everybody that said, "Hey, have you guys ever heard of Good?" And so anyway, I'm a total believer now too. So it was super cool. It was just funny how that all came to be. So, so you guys are doing this now, and we kind of asked, I kind of asked you individually yesterday, just kind of getting a feel for it. Is that so? The Good, hopefully it goes on for a very, very long time, and there's a great legacy too. But where do you see yourselves in 5 years? I mean, does it continue to this? But you're all really good players too. Do you have want to pursue a playing career or in entertainment, YouTube, or what is the?
We'll let Tig start this
what are
one
the
off.
thoughts?
Wait, Garrett putting the mic on me because he knows what I want to do. But I mean, with Good, we're creating a golf brand and we're creating something new for the golf industry, and I love that, and it's awesome to be a part of. But my kind of 5-year goal is I want to pursue professional golf. It's kind of always been my goal ever since I started playing golf. So that's, and the cool thing about that is, at least how I'm able to be a part of this is it goes hand in hand with what I want to do. And, I'm able to play golf every day. I'm able to practice and play, and also, make videos and film. And still be able to pursue that. So I would say that, you know, my personal goal right now is to play on the PGA Tour at some point. And, you know, I don't necessarily want to make a living on the PGA Tour. I just want to, play in some tournaments or, somehow, I don't know exactly what that looks like, but it's really cool to see how kind of this is evolving. And I can see how, different opportunities are presenting themselves that, I wouldn't have had I not, been pursuing this. But I think that, I would say that, PGA Tour, and then also, just creating a golf brand and bringing more people to the game is kind of where my heart is. But
Awesome. What about you, man?
Ooh, yikes.
I can see Hollywood.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, there you go. I've always wanted to be an actor, man. I did theater and forensics and debate, which is not like forensic science. It's like competitive speech. Back in my high school and college days. So I've been around theater pretty much my whole entire life. And I was even going to get a theater major at some point before I decided to out of college. But I would love to be in that Hollywood space for sure. I've always wanted to be an actor, be on stage, whether it even be on Broadway musicals or whatever. That would be pretty fantastic, or even being on the big screen. I think that would be pretty fantastic.
I gotta ask, with the musicals, does that mean you got a set of pipes on you? Like, do you sing it all too, or is it just the
awesome? A little bit. I can throw it around a little bit.
That is cool.
But I think that would be the end goal for me. It would be really fun to be
awesome.
On screen. So obviously, and nowadays, social media and the YouTube and all that kind of space, it's such a good way to get into that, because back in the olden days it was like you had to have an 8, you had to have this, you had to have that, you had to have this, and now it's just like if you're on social media and people see you, it's a lot easier for people to reach out. So I think that would be a really, really fantastic goal to be on the big screen. But,
yeah, absolutely. I could see it happening. This may not help get you to the ultimate goal, but it'd be a lot of fun. And with your guys following, it'd be great. We do a lot of parody music videos, like Should Have Been a Tour Pro, based on Should Have Been a Cowboy by Toby Keith. We have Body Like a Golf Pro instead of Body Like a Back Road. And, we have a singer down at Palm Beach National. Mikey does some raps, whatever. So if you want, we'll sign you to P2B Productions. It's massive. It's massive. I'm telling you. Yeah, you skyrocket right up, man. Yeah, it's their first label.
That's awesome.
But no, in all seriousness, you should really think about doing some parody music videos with you guys. I mean, with your videos and stuff too. I think it would just be super cool. We always look for people that can sing and just have some fun too. So
that would be awesome.
But Garrett, what about you, my man?
Honestly, I think I just want to keep entertaining on YouTube and see where it takes me. Like, I don't want to overthink it too much. In 5 years, who knows where I'll be? If I'm done with YouTube, I'm done with YouTube. If I'm pursuing pro golf, I'm pursuing pro golf. But I don't want to force it either way. Like, I just want to keep having fun, keep doing what I'm doing, and live day by day. I think that's my goal. So
no doubt.
And like you said, like growing the game, getting the younger generation into the sport has been even inspiring for me to kind of keep doing what we're doing. And I mean, I'm enjoying it so much that I don't know why I would try and do anything else right now. So I can't see myself doing anything else in 5 years, but I'm not going to make a promise that I wouldn't be doing something else. Right. So,
well, I've been married a long time, and I got a bag full of kids, varying from the ages of 25 to 8. Wow. So the 5-year question was, don't think about it too much.
Right.
All your answers are just keep having fun. Don't rush into anything. Right. And if my wife's listening, I love you, and you're super beautiful, and I love my life.
I want to wrap this question up, I guess. I think the cool thing is, like, all three of us sitting right here, and I just want to say this because I feel like it's really important for people to hear. The three of us sitting right here, like, we don't come from any type of, like, our parents didn't have a ton of money. We didn't, when we started this, we literally started from scratch. Like, we started from absolutely nothing. And I think that I just, like, part of my heart is to, like, inspire people, like, whether, if you want to own a business, maybe you're not in the golf industry, maybe you want to own a business, maybe you want to start a barbershop. I don't know what it is, okay? But you can, like, do anything. People don't understand that just by the power of believing yourself and surrounding yourself with people who care about you and care about what you're pursuing, it's just so important not to give into, there's just lots of influences in people's lives who keep them from pursuing the things that they really want to and really believe in. So that's just really cool to me to see, where we were and then where we've got to, and it just is solely off of hard work.
Totally.
That's it.
Right.
And it's hard work and determination and not giving up. And I know like, you know, there's been a lot of times like, you know, me and Garrett talked about like when he started YouTube, like there were so many months where he was just like, you know, I don't know if this is going to work, but you know, the fact that he just didn't give up, and then, you know, what he's turned GM Golf into today, and from that, like all of our other personal brands have really kind of stemmed based, you know, they kind of stem from like essentially what Garrett was willing to do in the beginning. And I just think that's really cool because, you know, it's just the power of, I'm almost getting emotional, but like just the power of believing in yourself and believing in what you want and not giving up on that. And sometimes it's the people closest to you who are the people, you know, that are trying to steer you away from that. And you got to be really careful who you let in.
Absolutely.
So,
Right. We call that the noise.
Yeah, we call that the noise. Yeah, you can't listen to noise. And that's why when we talked yesterday, you guys send a positive message, right? You inspire kids and put a smile on their face. I saw it with my nephew, who you played a few holes with. Thank you very much.
You. Yeah, that was
and it meant a ton of them. I mean, ton to him and Cole. My sister was almost in tears about how much it meant to him. So you bring in joy like that, and because that noise that we're talking about, right? Go on the internet, listen to music. It's really hard to hear anything positive. Everything is negative. And what you guys did, and you're gonna have haters too. So what? You know what I mean? Just keep going. You know, we have haters. We do things differently in the golf business, but we can't listen to the noise. And you know, we have a saying that, you know, we didn't start this, this message, but when Zig Ziglar was asked what the definition of success is, and it's when you have the ability to do what you love with who you love.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? And it sounds like you guys have that.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, just kind of touch on Mike's point there. Like nowadays, it's almost insane how easy it is to just do it. You know, like social media, it's really easy to set up an Instagram, set up a YouTube, and do what you love. So kind of like what he was saying, if you have a goal, if you have some sort of inspiration that you're really chasing, whether it be acting or setting up a business or whatever that might be, social media is right in front of you. I mean, like people are on their darn tootin' phones 24/7. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get your message out there and you want to show people what you can do and really show people what you love, I mean, it's so super. I think there was like over 800 million users on TikTok. I mean, somebody's going to see your darn tootin' thing, okay? Post it out there.
Exactly.
You know? And obviously you're going to start. Nobody's just going to start and be like, oh, cool, I got 1 million followers in a day. Cool, I guess I'll do this.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen that way. So there's going to be some grinding. There's going to be a lot of bumps. You know, when I first started with Garrett, when he let me get in his YouTube videos, did I see every single comment? Oh my gosh, this Matt Scharff guy! Oh, Garrett, you got the best guy on the planet right here. Absolutely not. It was a lot of hate. There was a lot of people saying, dude, this guy, he's way too loud. You need to get rid of him right now. You need to throw him out. He's ruining all your videos. And what did Garrett do? He went, dude, Matt, shut up with these guys, right? And he kept pushing me and kept letting me be in all his videos. And then, you know, people started growing on me. You know, people were like, dude, I watched this guy in this video, but then all of a sudden, like, wow, I'm actually liking this guy. I like his energy. I like the vibes he's bringing to the course. And so, you know, just with that little push of Garrett being there, and like he was talking about, the people that are around you that really, really support you, you know, that's what's going to make the big difference. And Garrett was just like, dude, forget about that. Keep going. Keep being this crazy man. You know, people are going to start liking you. So, you know, I just kept going. And then, you know, obviously I got my own YouTube channel now, and I got all those crazy people in there, and they just absolutely love it. So if you want to do something and you're this weird, crazy man, and you're like, I don't think I want to do this because people are going to hate it. Well, I'm that perfect example. I was an absolute, and because you know the golfers nowadays, it's like, you shut your mouth when I'm hitting this golf ball. You don't even say anything. And then I'm out there screaming and yelling. I'm like, dude, I'm yelling at Garrett from like 6 holes across the course, and people are like, what is that dude? You know, so you guys can do it. It's super easy nowadays with the social media that's in your hands. So
dude,
just get it.
That's again, I think it was another piece of social or mental warfare yesterday where you guys had Cole. Well, Cole came over because he does all your guys filming and editing, and the moment he's like, dude, can't listen to that music in the car, like, you know, copyright laws. And I get it, it's super important, but that threw us off our game because we can't play if it's quiet. Yeah, we're blaming that. Like, you guys saw even half the putts I was making, I was talking to people mid-stroke. Like, I can't do it, man. I'm the same way.
Yeah, absolutely. So
I love it. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah. Oh well, I was just gonna say, just to relate to the kind of that hater thing, right? So we have 500 people that come by and hit balls on the range. We have 300 rounds of golf a day at Dobson. PBN's a lot of the same. And you might get 1 or 3 or 5 people that come in and have a gripe or complaint, and so often people get hooked on that 1 or 2 or 3 complaints.
Absolutely.
When the reality is, you just had 600 totally satisfied, jacked up through the roof, happy guests there that love the place. Yeah. So you focused on the 3 rather than the 597 people that had a blast, when it should be reversed.
Absolutely.
You should focus on the peeps that are, loving it rather than the ones that want to hate on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and just to add to that, like, I think that's a natural thing to be kind of a negative interpreter, if you will. I don't know if that's the right word, but that's even for me, like when I'm reading comments, you don't pick out always the super positive ones. If I do go into the comments, I try and make sure to read every single comment, because if you just look at the hate comments and you let them get to you, like, it can really ruin your day. Like, it really can. It can get in your head. But also something that I was going to say to like what Micah was talking about is like, there was a time when, because I almost quit at YouTube, like when I was at, I think like maybe like 12, 13,000 followers, because I was traveling in college, homework, trying to do videos on the road. And it was kind of funny because like I was traveling with my team and I don't think any of them really understood it, because I was like trying to set up my phone, film my practice rounds. They're like, what are you doing, dude? And no, I was like with Steven, he's not here right now, but I was like talking to him at IHOP at like 12 a.m. one night. And I'd made like maybe like $10 in a day. And I was like, this is not worth it. YouTube's not going anywhere. I'm going to quit. I was ranting to him and he's like, dude, just keep doing it. Like, just do like once a week or something. And I kept doing it. He started getting videos. Matt started getting videos. And Micah started getting. It's just like, it's crazy how just like one little decision can really change your life. Because I was almost done, like completely done. And if I would have quit, who knows where it would have been now. So.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no doubt.
Like,
so you look at it now and you got all these subscribers, you have these followers, but nobody realizes that the amount of work and hard work and dedication that it took to get to where you're at today. So it's really not easy. If you add up all the countless hours you had and went from editing to filming to ideas, creating and everything, dude, it is a giant grind, and it took years and years to get where you're at. So it wasn't like you woke up one day with all these.
Exactly.
Yeah. So respect the grind.
Absolutely. And kind of to touch on Garrett's point, like that, because Steven told me about that time when like you guys sat down at IHOP and it was like, dude, I was talking to Garrett and he's like, he's done with YouTube. And it's insane how that one decision of having that one person just talk to you and be like, dude, just keep going, can lead to this. Because I mean, that one decision of Garrett being like, no, I'm done. We're not doing YouTube anymore. I'm going to focus on college golf.
Because that was before I met you.
Yeah,
too,
that was before he met me, and it was just like.
Well, I mean, sorry, we had known each other. That was before we started hanging out.
Yeah,
again.
yeah, that was before we started hanging out all the time. It's just, it's insane how that one small decision of saying yes can lead to this great moment, and then that one decision of saying no can be like, okay, Garrett's just going to go to college. He's going to, maybe pursue his PGA Tour career. Maybe he gets on, and then I'm still in college and I'm working at McDonald's. It's just insane how that one small yes can lead to being on this podcast and good and all having this personal brand. It's just insane how that can work. And obviously, like you guys are saying, the noise, Garrett and me and Micah and Steven, we've all experienced that, reading through the comments, and then you just see that one who's like, man, this channel sucks. And then you just, that's just like the only thing you read. I don't know how it catches your eye, but you're scrolling through and it's just, I need to go back and read that. And then that one comment ruins your next week, 2 weeks. And I know we've all experienced it, recently too. So I guess for the people listening, just, it's going to happen. If you want to get involved with the social media career, you're going to get the comments. Yeah. You're not going to get 100,000 people loving you. You're not. Yeah. So, you're going to have some of those comments, but it's just what you do with that and how you move forward from those is really going to determine.
I think the other thing too is that what, we're going to talk just a second about is that it takes hard work, but it also takes talent, and it also takes the understanding of what's working and what's not, right? Because, you could work really hard at a bad idea and not execute it very good, and it won't work, right? Hard work is the key, but like you guys have, the format of your show is the 3-on-3 matches, and they have a little different variety, and, it's really cool. It's neat, right? But how did you find that was the right format to go ahead and grow your base?
Oh, I think it's trial and error, really. Like, I mean, you do a video, it stinks, Great. You know, how do you read and that's where the reading the comments can actually help quite a bit, because you'll get the constructive criticism of, you know, I think we really love it when you guys do this, or, hey, maybe you guys should try this. And I mean, sometimes we've done it where we read the comments and then we do the video based on the comment we just read. So it was a lot of just trial and error. You know, maybe they do a 2v2 and then all of a sudden it pops and then Garrett's like, I think we should do another 2v2, but let's do this instead. And then either the people really like it or they hate it, and then we just kind of trial and error it out, and then, you know, we get this greatness.
Yeah. So one of the things that I've always tried to do with YouTube and social media, really anything in my life, is look at people who are way more successful than you doing what you want to do. So, for example, when I think we had like one summer, which was a game changer for YouTube for us. I think my channel, or GM Golf, when I was doing YouTube through college, and then we kind of got to this summer. What was it, 2019, I think? Yeah. 2019 maybe had like 25 to 30,000 subscribers going into the summer. And me, Steven, and Matt really started filming like a lot together, and that was the game changer. But the reason that it started really working, there was a couple reasons. The personalities, because we had more than one person in the videos. It wasn't just me filming myself playing golf. And two, the ideas. Like what I was doing, I think I had like a week straight where I was like, okay, it's doing okay, but like we got to figure out how to make these ideas better, how to grow this a little more, and maybe, I don't know, make it different, make golf different a little bit. And so I started researching. I was listening to like podcasts every night with, this guy, Mr. Beast, who is literally the king of YouTube right now. He's not in golf, but I was listening. What is this guy doing that is making his channel so good? And he said something like, I think I told you this. He was like, I would rather make one video that gets 100,000 views than 10 videos that get 10,000 views. Yep. I'd rather invest a bunch more time and even money into this one video to make like this awesome creation that I'm actually passionate about, and that people enjoy, more than 10 of those videos that take zero time, zero money, that each get 10,000 views. And that was the game changer, because then we started thinking of like these different ideas, how do we change up golf? How is it just not us going to the course and hitting a golf ball for 18 holes? Instead, let's make this different. And then the personalities are really what I think was the game changer, especially when all four of us started doing it. Oh yeah. And then now all of good, like having all of our personalities there. Now we have the ability that, that we're all there together. We can really just go out and play those 2v3, 3v3 scrambles and enjoy it. And we're very thankful that the people watching, all you guys out there, if you guys watch videos, we really appreciate it, that they enjoy that normal golf of the 3v3. So
absolutely. Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
We even experienced it yesterday, because it was, I like to watch how things work, right? And we try to take things outside the golf industry and include them into golf, because the golf business has always been very traditional and very stiff, right? So it's, why would you duplicate a failed system, right? Right. And what you just said was really brilliant, and all you guys, because you're such young guys. You know what I mean? You have been, you got that thought when you were 17, which is, you know what I mean? And you guys were all like young guys, right? So, one, you guys worked hard at it, and you worked smart, which is really, really cool too. But just seeing yesterday the golf match, what you clued in on about the different personalities, right? You were very technical. You were very well spoken about the golf shot about to hit, and you had a little balance between charm and, technical. And then you're the nut job, which is cool. You know what I mean? Everybody needs one. He's our nut job. You know what I mean? Everybody needs one. And I say that with all due respect, and you take absolutely. It with great, it's a badge of honor, I think, because, you know what I mean? You guys really complement each other really well, because if you had just three technical guys, you might only attract the subscriber that wants the technical side, right? But then you guys are really an amazing team. I think it's super, super cool. Yeah, so we're going to take a break here, and when we get back, we're going to go ahead and just briefly touch about, the match of the century yesterday, right? You know what I mean? The putt heard around the world. Oh, no. Yeah, and then we're just going to ask one simple question, and we're going to get you guys out of here, because it's really been enlightening. It's been an awesome episode. So we'll be back in just a minute, and then at the break, we're going to go and show you footage of the putt heard around the world.
'Cause I'm going rogue, pulling crawl. Ball so soft, driver so long, never hook, never slice. Honey fun straight down the pipe, going rogue like Sergio. The Callaway can't go wrong. Smash it drive, stick it close, keep it dry, spin it back. Hurry up, pull it out, feels so good, rolling chrome, going broke.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I know you guys saw from that footage the match was a real nail biter. We're looking forward to the full video coming out. It's going to be on their channel soon. So I mean, this has been a blast. You know, spending yesterday playing golf with you guys, meeting the rest of the team, and having you guys join us today, and just hearing more about your stories and more about where you guys have all come from, both in golf and just kind of in life. It's been real eye-opening, and it's cool to know that the people behind the screen, when you're looking at the phone and the computer, you know, I think something that's forgotten a lot is that those are just real everyday people who had a passion, had a little more drive, and they just decided to do something, which I think is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty amazing to see, like, when you see, you know, Garrett, myself, and Steve and Tig and all of us, like, behind the, you know, just on your phone or on your computer or whatever it is, it's like, oh, that's amazing and cool. But then, like, let's say you get a chance to meet us on a golf course and you're like, dude, you guys are the same in person as you are in the, you know, in the cameras.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that's super, super special, because I feel like that could be terrible. You see your idol and you're like, oh my gosh, I love these guys. I watch their videos all the time, and then you see them in person and like, man, you stink. You're nothing like I've seen. But you know, you see Matt in the camera, and then you see Matt on the course. Well, you're gonna get Matt on the course. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's very, very, like, a very, very key part to doing this is being super, super genuine throughout your content. And then obviously when you see your fans, it's just like you're thanking them, you know, just as much as they're thanking you, because without the fans, you know, you're not getting your views and the greatness. So
yeah, we noticed it yesterday.
Part.
You guys were more than gracious to go ahead and talk to all the kids out there and having fun
absolutely.
too. And you know, so just to touch on the match, it was quite comical. You know, we talked a lot of smack. You actually were. You know what? I knew that we were in trouble when everything I asked for, you guys said yes. I think you guys took. I think you eyed us up and said, "Dude, take whatever. You're gonna get smoked. It doesn't matter."
For sure.
It was so. It was pretty funny. You know what I mean? It wasn't really that close, I guess, but the double or nothing though panned out pretty well,
It
right?
did. Yeah, that was amazing.
It was kind of. I was thinking about this on the way home yesterday, and so when Matt hit his first tee shot and it was like 206 yards or whatever from the pin, and then when Garrett steps up there and he hits it to 1 foot for eagle, I mean, I feel like that would have kind of you know shaken anybody. Like that was pretty crazy, and I think we made 3 eagles between both teams yesterday. It was a good match, and it was a lot of fun. I know I enjoyed it, and I mean, we had fun out there, and I think you guys did too.
Yeah. No,
I was going into it way more inspired than these guys. As far as the chance, I was like, no, man, I'm playing really good golf right now, bro. You know, I shot like 82 today, man. I'm like, I'm like ready to go, right? So we asked 50 people, 49 of them said no chance. The only one that did was our mother. Right?
Yeah.
She said we had a chance.
And she loves us.
Absolutely.
You know, and part of the you know, getting deflated on the first hole was not only the amazing shots you guys hit, was the fact that none of us got it off the ground either. You know what I mean? Until we got it to the green. You know what I mean? So, but no, it was a great match, and you guys were amazing sports too. And part of the reason you came out here is because you're going to be launching your new merchandise, and it's super, super cool. And like I shared before about the presents you have, is when we got this stuff, you sent us a lot of it, and you would have thought we were giving away Rolex watches to the team members and some of our customers, that, you know, the Good t-shirts, because, you know, I got to give you kudos too. One, you know, the name Good is super cool, and you guys did a great job with the design and everything too. So when are the clothes available to go ahead and buy?
So we're here this week. I don't know when this podcast is going up, but by the end of February, we plan on like having our. And by the end of March, we plan on having our golf apparel line launched. And, you know, obviously we have a great design team behind us. We, you know, obviously we say yes. We don't do this, but we say yes or no to it. Yeah. And it's been really fun. And I think that's one of the cool things about being a part of this is, like, we've gotten to do this exactly how we wanted to do it. Right. And I think that's like really neat, because, you know, you guys are gonna see, like, we have polos, we have like 3/4 zips, and what's been really fun is, like, like I said, we got to do it exactly what we want, and we named all the polos, and it's we literally have we have one of our polos is called the Polo of Destiny, and that's the name of the polo, and we got to name every single one. And then for some reason I've developed, like, on the course, like if I miss a putt or something, I'll just be I don't know why I say it, but I'll be like Jimmy, and so so like I named one of the 3/4 zips, like the 3/4 zip up. Pullovers. I named it the Jimmy, and it's like it's really cool because we got to do it how we wanted to, and like we're not really worried if people like it or don't like it, and thankfully I think we like the people who follow us and who support us, they like that about us, that we've done it exactly how we wanted to. And so I mean, I'm sure these guys will want to speak on that, but
yeah, I mean, I think Polo of Destiny, I think it's just insane how we built a legacy around some words, man.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we started out, and then obviously I was saying some really, 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 really weird stuff in your videos back in the day. I would just say some weird stuff.
Sometimes I just have to edit some of the stuff.
Yeah, and cut the clip, and then but sometimes there would be some of those catchphrases that would just stick, and then like I'd say in the next video, and then all of a sudden, like, you get 8 months down the road and people are still saying that stuff from so long ago. And so it's just insane how we can now name a polo the Polo of Destiny, and people are going to be like, dude, yes, that's what I want. So I think that's insane.
Yeah, I'm excited. So we're launching what are we launching? Polos, quarter zips, golf hoodies,
Yeah.
the goodie
hoodie. I love it. Yeah, no doubt, man.
Yeah.
It's what else are we launching? Head covers, so all that stuff's going live. We're excited.
We're gonna do like we have like golf towels too, but we're gonna do like full apparel. We're gonna have belts, shoes, shorts.
Yeah,
very cool. Yeah. That's super exciting. The guys your age that accomplish all this, you should be very proud. The only thing I ask is that you have to create a hat for a peanut head like mine. Okay.
We'll get with our design team to get that done.
Yeah, for the old bald guy with the peanut head, that would be very nice, right?
You and Tig can relate on that one. He is a small.
Yeah. All right, last question, and I know the obvious answer is us three, right? I know that, but let's just move beyond that. But you guys have met some really famous, cool people, played with them and all that. Dream foursomes.
Ooh.
You can't say each other because that just gets, you know what I mean? You get to play every day, so.
Wait, you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. You start first.
I don't know, but I'm going to try.
All right, you try.
I'm trying to think. Probably Tiger Woods. Got to throw my guy Bryson in there. Got to. And Tom Holland. I've always wanted to meet Tom Holland. He's my favorite actor.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that would be my dream foursome.
Cool. Very cool.
And obviously we have the privilege of being friends with Bryson. He's an awesome dude. So hopefully one day that could happen. That would be insane though.
Fun video.
I mean, that's just like absolute dream foursome. I mean, it's probably not possible.
Plus, you got to put Tom in there just so you're not the shortest guy in the group.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Play golf is fun.
Just one question about Bryson is that, he's obviously super smart and all that thing too, is that what's your guys' take on it? You take away the fact that you like him, right? Because we talked about this brief on episode 2 about all these other tour guys and all these people wanting to go ahead and actually do things to the equipment or the rules to go ahead and actually stop people from hitting it so far. We think it's ridiculous.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard too.
I agree too, yeah.
If someone's better than you, don't get jealous. Like he's hitting it farther than you because he's working harder than you. It's as simple as that. It's like, why? Like he's doing the work to hit it farther and change the game.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's also harder to hit it straight when you swing harder.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's hitting it harder and straight, it's just impressive. And winning tournaments, that's just impressive.
When they were hating on him in the Las Vegas Invitational, because we have a golf course up there, very familiar, used to live up in Las Vegas. I played the golf course too. I loved when some of these tour players were saying that it's taking away all this skill, and they showed the highlight of him smashing it 420 yards through a 10-yard gap and rolling it onto the green. I think it takes a lot of skill, personally. I'm not so sure that I'm pulling it off.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of Bryson's most interesting qualities is like when you look him up, it says like Bryson DeChambeau bringing science to the game of golf, and I think that in itself, because he's got like this insane like engineering degree or something like that, and I think the fact that
he's smart.
Yeah, he's super smart. So he uses his smarts to now engineer some insane things to help boost the game of golf and help him, because he's obviously got that forearm grip with putting, and like his clubs are all like different sizes, and like he's doing some insane things.
They're all the same size.
Or something like that. Yeah, but I mean, he obviously he's known for driving the ball super far. Yeah. But I think him doing that can just now prove to the rest of the tour players that they can do it too.
His putting is insane.
Yeah, his putting is insane. But like he went to the gym, he gained some pounds, and then he turned that into muscle, and now he's driving the ball super far. So anybody can do that in reality. So I think that's just insane.
He's super strong too. He doesn't just look strong like in the gym when he's actually lifting weight. Like he does all machines, but he'll put the whole rack on almost like every workout that he does. It's insane.
Mm-hmm. That's also, he's literally one of the best putters on tour. I think there was a statistic from last year where he, inside of 10 feet and in, he out of 1,000 putts, he only missed 95.
Yeah,
that is insane.
He was top 5 strokes gained this week in putting.
Right.
Yeah, it was good.
So, like a dream foursome.
All right.
Oh gosh.
I'm not saying this to be controversial. This is just something that I would love. It would be Tiger Woods, Justin Thomas, and Donald Trump.
There it is.
That's just what it is.
Yeah. Very cool.
That's good. That's a good. I got to throw Tiger in there as well for one of mine. I would love to see Matthew McConaughey. All right. That's the thing right there. See, you got to get all them people in there and throw some balls around the hole there. Because his like voice is like so soothing. So I just want to see like him hit a shot and be like, man, that darn thing went in the woods there, man. I know I like that shot like that. So I'd love to see him. And then I got to throw Bryson in there as well, because I just want to see him hit a 600-yard bomb down the fairway. But yeah.
Dude, no, I think those are all solid choices. And no, I just want to thank you guys again. It's been an absolute pleasure the last couple of days hanging out, getting to meet you guys. And we look forward to everything you guys have coming, have in store for all the people out there. You guys are going to do great things with whatever it is you choose to pursue. And in 5 years, we'll check back up, see how all you guys are doing.
Absolutely.
No, but thank you guys all for listening too. It's been an absolute pleasure. If you guys haven't checked him out, you heard it here, GM Golf, good on YouTube, Instagram, everything, and make sure give them some support. We'll see you guys again soon, and hope we made you smile.
Peace out.
From the T to the green, at the P to the B, skip the plumb bob, drop the plumb bob, lose the plumb bob, who needs a plumb bob? From the T to the green, at the P to the B.